Hey, it's Eric with The Future Mill. If you have not yet, be sure to like and subscribe. We are a new channel with tons of great financial content coming at you. Today, I want to talk about 3 tips that will change your financial future. Maybe you have set goals for 2020, maybe you have not, but I think that these 3 things are going to be key to making sure you meet those goals. And if you haven't set them, we're about a month in, but it's not too late to start. So let's do this. All right, so I want to start out a quick story talking about a car. I know what you're thinking. You're like, man, this guy is weird. He just told me he's talking about finances, but now he's talking about a car. It's okay. Give me a thumbs up with the like button for being weird. I'm good with that. All right, and so let's talk about this car though. I'm driving my car to work, actually a truck, and I'm behind an SUV. They had a flat tire, and they're flying. Well, I wanted to go and I wanted to help them. So I tried to speed up. I tried to get beside them and be like, your tire's flat. But I just made slow motion myself without having to edit it because I suck at editing. I tried to tell them that their tire was flat and they just kept speeding. They were not paying me any mind. They had no clue what was going on. But the thing about it is they had to have realized their car was riding like with a big tilt down because it was completely flat. I mean, I would think that at some point if they were going slow enough, they would feel the blub, 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 blub that you would feel with a flat tire. Have you felt that before? If not, let me do it again for you. Blub, blub. So if these people would have just focused on where they are and taken the now, it would have helped them significantly because what's going to happen is if they were to keep speeding, eventually their tire would blow out and it would set them way behind on where they want to be. Well, I meet with people on a daily basis and this happens every single day when it comes to people's finances. They say, I want to be here, I want to be here, I want to buy this house and flip this house and I want to invest all this money in the stock market. I want to make millions, I want to make millions. But the problem with it is that they aren't slowing down enough to actually take care of the now. They aren't setting priorities. See, if these people would have had their priorities straight, in the morning time, they probably wouldn't have been flying to wherever they were going and they would have realized they had a flat tire and they could have stopped and taken care of it. But instead, they didn't have the time. That's my guess. And maybe that's your problem too. You don't have the time. That's where you need to start prioritizing your life and your finances. If you're wanting to take vacations, that is great. But at the same time, if your goal is to pay off student loan debt, then you've got to sometimes take away from the vacation and pay off the student loan debt. Put that as the priority. List out what your priorities are with your finances. Maybe it's buy a home in 2020 or buy a car or save $6,000 and max out your IRA. Yes, let's do that. There's so many things that you need to do and you've got to prioritize these because if you don't, your tire's gonna blow out on your finances and you're gonna be stuck on the side of the road saying, what do I do now? And it will not be a good thing for you. So the first thing you should do is prioritize your finances. Number 2, you've gotta make sacrifices. I have met with too many people who want to get somewhere, but they're not willing to sacrifice anything. You see, I worked for the fire department and I mowed lawns on the side. I had a side business that I started in high school mowing yards. Well, this turned into a full-time job. Then I went to work for the fire department and everything was good because it was 24 hours on, 48 hours off. I was able to work one day, go mow 2 days, go back to work. Then they changed me to a 40-hour schedule. I literally worked 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, and I still had 3 full days of mowing to do. So I would leave my job and I would go mow yards until about 9 o'clock at night. I had to sacrifice during those times. My Saturdays were completely gone because I had to mow on the weekends as well to get things taken care of. So you have to sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice? Is it time? Is it money? You've got to figure this out and make sure that you are meeting your 2020 goals. The number 3 thing that you've got to do is open your mind. The mind is such a valuable thing, but we get so focused on certain things and we're not looking at the big picture. You see, I've talked to too many people who've told me, well, I have a financial advisor, or maybe they say they're all set, they don't need a financial advisor, or they say they don't have the time. But if they opened up their mind and really looked at their financial goals for 2020, maybe they need to reassess their financial advisor because they're not a fiduciary. If your financial advisor is not a fiduciary, they are not working in your best interest, it's time to can them. I'm sorry if it's your best friend or if it's your brother, but they gotta go. Then you've got to look at other things like opening your mind up to advancement with a job. You've got to look at promotion. You can't get stuck in one spot. If you are not willing to open your mind and try new things, it's not going to happen. You may need to step out of the career that you were already in, or maybe you need to apply for the big promotion to get there, but you say, well, I'm happy where I am. I really don't want to go to that next spot. No, stop that right now. You have to open your mind and push harder and get to where you want to be. So that's 3 different tips to make sure that your financial future is set. Keep following those. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you have not yet, check out thefuturemill.com. We do financial planning and investment management for young professionals. All you have to do is go to our website, click Get Started, and book a call. We'll give you a 15-minute consultation. It's free. Check us out, see if you like it.